Witnesses say that man was on a quest for OxyContin and didn't care who he hurt in the process.
And tonight, a well-known and widely loved pharmacist is dead. Friends and family of 46-year-old David Kilgore tell us they are still reeling from the news. Virginia Beach detectives have been gathering evidence from 3 different crime scenes. The first, Beach Pharmacy on Laskin Road. That's where police say the man walked in just before 11 a.m., demanded items, then shot and killed Kilgore. Then he drove less than a mile to Barr's Pharmacy, where he once again flashed his weapon and demanded drugs.
What happened next was a police chase stretching close to 8 miles. We're told the suspect fired his gun at officers as he was driving. They eventually stopped him using spike strips, then a taser. Nobody else was hurt, but again tonight, a well-known pharmacist was killed.
10 on your side's Aaron Kelly talked to customers who knew him. Aaron?
Well, first of all, we don't know what that suspect said inside this pharmacy, but I can tell you that police say the suspect is a white male in his 40s with dark hair and that he went inside, demanded money, and started shooting at that pharmacist. And one by one this evening, we have seen people come by the pharmacy, and it's hard to see because there are a lot of cars coming by here, but they've been placing flowers at the front door of the pharmacy in memory of a man who always knew how to make other people feel better. David Kilgore helped a lot of people in this town.
He's helped me with my mother, he helped me through cancer.
And he was just doing his job Monday when police say a gunman came into his pharmacy.
Virginia Beach Police received an emergency call for an attempted robbery, shots fired at the pharmacy here at 501 Laskin Road.
Janet Chenman says she watched paramedics perform chest compressions on the pharmacist.
The sweetest guy, and I saw his family come up very upset. They wouldn't let them in, and after about 15 minutes, they took him out to the hospital, and his family left, and I wish we knew more.
It's a crime that has stunned the regulars at the pharmacy.
3 or 4 times a week, I mean, I couldn't believe it because, I mean, it's a nice area. I couldn't believe it, that thing gonna happen,
It's heartbreaking because this is a community pharmacy. He worked at Rite Aid before. He's always very compassionate with his patients and helpful. And, for something like this to happen in this area is shocking, and to him especially.
And police got out of here around 4 o'clock. They'd been here since around 11, and they tell me that they're going to be looking at surveillance video at the Farm Fresh that's next door. It's actually pointing down on the parking lot. They say they've acquired that video. They're going to be looking at it. Obviously, we still have a lot of questions. One of them, how many shots were fired inside this pharmacy? And again, what did that suspect say when he walked in the door? We know that there's a lot of questions tonight, and we know that this is a very wide crime scene, but that's the latest here, live Virginia Beach. Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.
A wide crime scene that includes several places. Now we're going to go to the next stop, Barr's Pharmacy. Nobody hurt in this robbery, but we're told the suspect did flash his weapon. 10 on your side's Chris Horn talked to an employee who was held at gunpoint. Chris?
Yes, matter of fact, Tom, 2 staff members here at Barr's came face to face with a desperate and armed gunman this morning. They would not tell him, however, what he wanted to know, where the prescription painkillers were kept here at Barr's Pharmacy. Well, the man took action on his own, and fortunately for them, it did not involve gunfire. At the scene of Monday's second armed pharmacy robbery, a man in his 40s showed a gun to employee John Powell and said, "Give me all your oxys." He then pushed that gun into the stomach of pharmacist Rick Hall. But Powell says neither he nor Hall would let him know where they stocked the prescription painkillers the gunman wanted.
He figured out it's there in that drawer. And then he took 3 or 4 bottles and then told the pharmacist to follow him out the back door.
Powell says the robber may have learned something about how pharmacies run from the first robbery, just moments before this one. He figured out where they were?
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
He's done it before, and I guess that's what he did at David's right before us.
Barr's Pharmacy has a surveillance camera, but because the gunman walked along the side of the sales area to get to the pharmacy and back, the camera did not detect him. Now, you heard that the gunman forced the pharmacist out the back door, but when that happened, the pharmacist noted his getaway car, the make, the model, Honda CR-V, also the tag number, just the information that Virginia Beach Police needed to start the chase. Tom?
Thank you, Chris.
Well, all of that chaos came to a halt several miles from where everything started this morning. Both stores were at the oceanfront, already bustling with tourists, especially with some kids on spring break and on a nice day like this. Then the chase started, going first on I-264 before getting off at Lynn Haven Parkway, then going west on Virginia Beach Boulevard, where it all ended. And that's where our coverage picks up with Ann McNamara now. And Ann, you talked to some witnesses?
Yeah, fear turned to panic and it traveled down Virginia Beach Boulevard with the suspect vehicle. Witnesses that worked in stores or were in stores at the time along the way told us that they heard at least 10 shots fired and at least 20 police cars were following the suspect vehicle. When they heard those shots, they ducked.
We heard the shot, we ducked down, we thought maybe be coming through the window.
As soon as they come by, bam, just like that.
These officers scouring storefronts along Virginia Beach Boulevard looking for bullet holes. Witnesses say a robbery suspect fired what looked like a .45 caliber handgun at police during a high-speed chase down the road.
He leaned out the driver's window over his left shoulder and apparently fired. I heard 2 gunshots back at the police officers. They were probably a couple 300 yards behind him.
About 30 police cars. They just kept coming and coming and coming.
The chase ended with a crash at the intersection of Witch Duck Road. The suspect pulled a U-turn, but police acted quickly and set up spike strips in the opposite direction. Witnesses say the suspect's blue Honda CR-V rear-ended one vehicle and then collided with the red truck.
The suspect was sitting in the back of the police car, and EMS and the fire department were tending to him.
Police used a taser to make the arrest. Witnesses say the man shown here with the bandage around his head is the suspect. A crowd watched as police escorted him from the back of their vehicle to an ambulance. And it was quite the scene at this busy intersection, Witch Duck Road and Virginia Beach Boulevard, around lunchtime today. Many people standing out here taking pictures, wondering what is going on. We're told the suspect's still in the hospital. Police have not released his name, but we're told charges are pending. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.
We are still working to find out more about David Kilgore. We know he was very loved in the community. 10 on your side's Jason Marks will continue our coverage on WAVY News 10 at 11. And look for any new developments on this investigation at wavy.com.